Welcome to a Data for All learning module. This one is made by University of Stavanger as a part of the Data for All Interreg project. It's a module about how better data access improves asset management in the use and maintenance of building and installations. Data access and data availability is very important when it comes to making a better asset management system. Asset management involves everything in a building or system. It can be for a huge offshore installation, it can be a ship, but very often it's about buildings. It involves asset tracking, preventive maintenance, repair scheduling, and not at least life cycle analysis. And data is therefore the foundation of the modern asset management. And it includes the asset tracking, preventive maintenance, repair scheduling, and asset management. And we need to do operational data, historic data, environmental data in order to cope with this. But the whole thing is about making better decisions and having a better foundation for making better decisions. If we have it, we can of course then improve the decision making, having an informed decision about the performance, the maintenance need, and the resource allocation. And the overall issue is that we want to have a longer life and reduced cost. That means we can get enhanced maintenance strategies by seeing what is going on, what needs service, and how can we do this in a better way. The whole thing is about doing things before we have a failure. And if we can do that, we will have a cost efficiency, reduce the operating cost if we don't have failures or don't have breakdowns. That can be significant savings. And those savings will lead to an enhanced asset lifespan, meaning that we can use and benefit from the asset, the buildings, much longer than the other would. But if we are going to do that, we need to look into the strategies. The data-driven decision making in maintenance is to change the maintenance from breakdown or do things when we have a failure to another system where we do the predictive maintenance in front of what's going on. By identifying potential issues before there is a breakdown or a failure, we can actually schedule maintenance and reduce the problems we otherwise have. No more firefighting in terms of fixing things. Another way of thinking about this is to even go more into details by having sensors on each type of equipment and therefore get a condition-based maintenance, figuring out which kind of equipment has the highest probability to have a problem, as an engine running hotter than normal, and so on. So the key to do this is that we need better systems. We need to get building management systems in order to organizing how a building is functioning. We need to improve that building systems with a lot of Internet of Things sensors. We need to monitor what's going on in real time and we need to collect the data like temperature, pressure, humidity, energy usage, uh, any kind of things that can help us understand what is going on. All of these data need to be put into an asset management software where the platform can track and monitor assets, schedule maintenance, and show what's going on. And in order to make this conclusion, this analysis available, we need to put it on a cloud-based system to allow remote access to the asset data. So the total of it is that we go from a reactive to a proactive decision making. We need and want to do things ahead, want to know what's going on before actually any kind of failure is happening. And that means that we get an improved accuracy and precision in the data to get a better decision making. So it's not enough to have a yearly revenue of what's going on. We need real-time data continuously flowing on and to do analysis with these data. And the consequence is that we will have an enhanced risk management. We will reduce the risk of any failure or breakdowns, and we can show that how we can improve in a better and less costly way. So the whole thing is a data-driven support system where we integrate data from multiple sources, evaluate what's going on, probably can simulate the impact if we have a system that enables us to do so. But the whole thing is to improve and get a better accountability of what is going on and what is needed to be done. So stakeholder might trust what we do and what we suggest to do in order to extend life and save money. A case from a mid-size office building struggling with frequent failures. They included a lot of sensors and analysis management software and got a 25% reduction in unscheduled downtime, 15% cost savings, and an extended life. But there is problems. In many companies and in buildings we have the data silos, and there is a lack of integration. We need to get a better integration between the data in order to do this. Of course, there is data security concerns, and there is also the cost of implementation. But if we do that, we can centralize the data storage, get a better compatibility, we can train the staff in order to operate it, and we can monitor what's going on. So to conclude, better data access has become a critical enabler for effective data asset management. And with real-time data that can be analyzed, we can get operational efficiency, cost savings, and extended life. So we need tools like IoT sensors and cloud-based management systems to do so. There is some references coming up, but otherwise, thank you.